Hey, Chris here. Thanks for joining me for this next project, and it is another first for me that is going to be being worked on my bench. So yes, we are going to be building the Godzilla, the Nissan Skyline R32 GTR. This is an R32 GTR. This is a 124 GTR. The actual one we're going to be building, and I'm incredibly excited. Genuinely, I am so happy. We're going to be building a 112. It's massive. It's huge. It's just ginormous. Yes, I'm going to be doing an unboxing for this just completely on its own, because it is just an absolute beast. Just a quick one. This white R32 shell. This is from the Aoshima HKS kit. This is the second time I've got this, and I will be building it. This side of Christmas, I'm not too sure, but I'm very much looking forward to building that again. But today, our focus is on this beast. So first of all, let's just go and have a look at the box. It's ridiculous. The camera, I can't get the camera any further back, and yeah, the camera's on its arm. You can probably see the arm just here. Look, it's huge. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. So yeah, I've kind of got to be careful how I'm going to be doing this. So sorry, I'm going to keep knocking the camera. It's going to be difficult not to. So yeah, it's going to look incredible. So obviously these only come 112 from Fujimi, and you've got the GTR, and then you get a GTR Nismo, and there's obviously quite a few iterations of the racing version, the Advan, Calsonic, and Unisei Ajax, what I think it is, and there's a few others. But that I have got this one, and yes, I do have an Advan one. I do have a Team Advan GTR R32 in 112 as well, and that'll probably be another project for next year. But for now, let's look into this one. So I can kind of move my camera back in a little bit now. Excuse me while I move it. And then just want to lean down and get this. So first of all, I just want to say a massive thank you to Scale Model Jam, because I managed to pick this up from him just around Christmas time actually. And it was by pure fluke and pure accident. In the Instagram group, somebody posted this particular kit for sale on eBay at a very good price, and I saw the bench, the workbench, the desk, and I was like, I recognise that. So I messaged James, and I says, "Are you selling this?" And he says, "Oh, I was interested to know." Obviously, long story short, I bought this off him. And we got a few 3D printed parts as well, but not only that, Suited Mando, another good friend of mine, he's already built one, and he had a few leftover spares and parts, so he's kindly sent over some of his old spare decals and some of the 3D printed parts that he never used, and yeah, we're going to be cooking, so I'm genuinely excited. And for this, of course, it's Bayside Blue. Now, whereabouts is it? But typically, this is your normal size bottle from Perscale Paints, 30ml. Paul was very kind enough to get me hooked up with what is the biggest bottle he has, because obviously it's a big old body show to be covering. So genuinely, I am beyond excited, but incredibly and equally as much very nervous about building this. But first of all, let's get some looks over the parts, shall we? Let me just move this up here so I can kind of move into the arm. So let's start with the body. Obviously, you've got a few of the injection marks with the moulding process, but otherwise, it's you got your mould lines. But something this size is going to be an absolute delight to work on. And then you got mould line running all the way up the sides there. Not there, look. Across the roof, down the pillar. down the lip, down there. Look. Now, excuse me if I keep going off camera. Obviously, I'm not used to handling a body shell quite this size. And yes, as you can see from here, it will be having it opening doors. It's just a monster, absolute monster. It's phenomenal. Yeah, I can't quite get over it. So let's look at the book. I mean, even the book's just massive. I genuinely can't pull the camera out anymore. So there's going to be a lot. Now, if there's something like this, there's going to be so much. What I'm thinking of doing is literally just paint all the parts. Just paint all the parts. And then assemble once everything's painted. Because if I could just... Cause sometimes I'll get the bodywork, then I'll build the interior, and then I'll build the chassis. But I'm just thinking I'm just going to paint everything. Literally paint everything, and then follow this book step by step. And then we'll go from there. But it's just... Yeah, it's crazy. No matter how many times I look at this, it's just... It's insane. Got so much. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the opening doors. You know, you're going to have the turnable, you know, steering, actual steering. It works on it. Where do we see that? There we are, look. So you can actually turn the steering wheel. It's just, yeah, it's incredible. Decals. Let's have a look at some of these, look. So you've got a chrome sheet for like your mirrors and stuff. Nice and chromed. Obviously, you know, you could use these or use those and mask off instead around for the windows and whatnot. And I think these are for you. It's seat inserts. I won't use these. And I think they look like a sticker. I think they're all stickers. You can see that shiny film. I think they're all stickers. Obviously big number plates. But yeah, I've got to paint that instead. We'll paint it. Because I think that I've got the textured paints from Pro Scale Paints. And I just think the textured paint would look fantastic. So look at the first bit we're going to pick up. And you've got your subframe. I mean, just look at the size of these parts. Your anti-roll bar and your rare subframe with your diff on it. Brake shoes. But you just got crazy amount of parts. Your calipers. Sorry for again. I will keep apologising. Sorry for keep knocking the camera mount. Look at the size of the bonnet. Look at the size of the bonnet. Yeah, the doors. What I like about the doors is you'll have your door card separate. So I'll be able to mount this, paint all this separately. And obviously because the door card doesn't want to be glossy, shiny, doesn't want to be body colour. Your spoiler. There's going to be a lot of screws and stuff. This is good. You've got pins here, which is great. Obviously I'll tidy these up, fill those in, and you know, try and remove these injection marks. With these pins I can remove this from the sprue, tidy that up, straighten that out. Yeah, it's actually quite overwhelming, the size of them. Now, one feature I do like about this kit is you've got your discs with your bolts on them. So the wheels, if we find, as an example, let's use these. They'll just go on over. So you can really go to town. You can, you know, paint the disc, the rotor. You can paint the hub, and then you can, you know, paint the bolts. And like you could go if you want fancied a bit, you know, like an anodized or something like that. Make them stand out. Obviously, you've got your engine block and the bell housing. turbos there, look. So yeah, there's quite a lot going on. That one. We'll look at the wheels in a minute. Right, here we've got the dash. You see, like the door cards. It's quite. You got one big old intercooler. And then your interior tub. Look at the size of it. Just needs a little bit of a clean up around some of the edges, but something the size of this, it's not going to be an issue tidying any of this up really. And then your big old chassis plate. You have your engine bay. Also, I need to paint that the same as the body, and all that was underneath as well. It's going to be a lot of paint, a whole lot of paint. And then we've got some of the interior bits. We've got sort of like a manifold, servo. Got your battery block there, look, for your dash. There's a few bits on there. What else we got? We got hub, like your centre hub cap sort of thing for the wheels, I think. We've got a couple of chrome parts, exhaust tip. Not sure. Them silver diamonds must be for the wheels, I can only presume. Your wing mirrors. I'll just pop in. This bag will not be opened until I need to, with all the screws and the hinges and brackets, whatever else. There's a few plastic parts. Oh yeah, you've got your fan in there, look. You've got some mesh, and coloured parts, which that's pretty cool because it saved me from painting them. So when I do open that, I'll be very careful opening that. Absolutely. And I'm not sure what that is, but there's like a sheet there. It must be some chrome stickers or something. I'm not sure. The tyres. Really nice looking, actually. You don't have that mould line down the centre. Unless they've already been sanded by James. I'm not too sure. They're really tidy. And look at the detail on the wall. Squidgy squidgy. And the nice thing about this is the windows. It's open, so you can see all the detail on the interior. So it saves me from having to cut it open. Your headlight lenses and your light lenses behind the rear number plate, sorry. And you've got the standard R32 GTR wheels. Already they come in a a nice enough finish. So if you're going to use these, you could leave these as a leave these as a R if you wanted to. James also sent, as you've already seen, the LMGTs, which I absolutely love, and they have a separate lip, so you can. There we are. That's at the back. I won't be using them, but I still might paint them up. So what I will be using are these custom designed and printed T37s. There we are, look. And I think they use the back of the GT4s, I think. So yeah. You know me, I love my T37s. I mean, hell, it's my logo. So it just has to be on a 112 GTR. It has to be the T37s with the Bayside blue. Now it might offend a few purists that I'm painting an R32 in Bayside blue, but I don't care. Be offended all you like. I'm looking forward to it. James has also provided some 3D parts. Nismo strut brace. Steering wheel. Nice pedal set. Honestly, genuinely, I can't get over. I'm really excited to get going with this. Now this, a bunch of flick switches and dials. I'll turn it over, sorry. It's nicely detailed, that. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to check out the Advan kit, see if it's got anything on the dashboard for that, and if it hasn't, or if that's better, I'll be using that. But if the Advan kit looks all right, I'll probably chuck this maybe in this one, maybe we'll see. That's your boss for your steering wheel. We've got much better looking gear stick. Yes, that'll be getting used. What's this bit here? RB30 logo. And then we've got this hydraulic handbrake, and we'll probably use this as well. I can't wait. It's so much, you know, there's so much going on, so much detail, and I'm super excited. I will keep saying how excited I am, but it's been a dream kit of mine for as long as I've seen it, many years ago. Since I started, you know, I say many years, it's like I've been going 50 odd. No, I've only been going, you know, 6.5 years, but when I first saw this 112 kit, always wanted one, and James has helped my dream come true. So yeah, you know, it's awesome. And also, you know, a massive thank you to Suited Mando for sending all these spare parts as well. I've got a massive exhaust, nice big bore, strut brace as well, some of the manifolds and pipes and turbos and whatnot. And I'm not sure what that's in there, but so yeah, that's some more 3D parts to have a look at and work through. And again, from Suited Mando is spare decals. So we've got the Nismo stripes. Yes, these will be going on. So it'll be a bit like the S-Tune R34 built. Oh, it's even got the S-Tune decals. Look, that's pretty cool. And then we've got some Volt decals for the wheels. And that, my friends, is inside that box. That very large box. So there we have it. One Godzilla in 1/12 scale kit form. So yeah, looking forward to getting this started. So let's cut to the chase. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do the bodywork in a separate video instead of merging the unboxing with this, because we're already 18 minutes in. I don't want to keep you long, get your border out. So yeah, we'll go make this bodywork a separate video. So take care of yourselves. Thanks for joining in, and I hope you enjoy this rather large project. So take care of yourselves and all the best. Cheers.